Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope you guys are having a great day. Well, core CPI data came in hotter than expected, and guess what? The market brushed it off and really didn't care. We saw another record close, and even especially looking at some of the AI stocks, NVIDIA continuing to soar above 900 now and closing at 919. Palantir sitting right underneath that $25 area at 2470. We have some really interesting options activity at that $25 strike price that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be doing a price overview, talking about the bullish catalyst behind PLTR and why this could be possibly a great stock for the rest of the decade. Now, if you are a new or a returning viewer, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. Palantir Technologies, let's talk about what we have in terms of a close here, 2470 aftermarket right at 2483, right at about that 25 you can see right here. A little bit of a short-term resistance. I'm looking here at the 30-minute chart, so wide out on the candle bars, but very short-term resistance you can see right here, right at that 25. What we saw with Palantir was a little bit of a pullback in today's market and kind of building here with a consolidation here at the mid-24s. If we talk about what happened in the market today, like I said, they really shrugged off all the inflation data that came in as the S&P rose another 1.2% to close at another record high, and we even had treasury yields that gained with 5 basis points to trade around 4.15%. Now, with the consumer price index particularly, one of the most important data points, this is very important because the Fed gauges a lot of their decisions based off of the CPI data, talking about the possible bets for an interest rate cut in June. Now, inflation actually met expectations here with a monthly gain of 0.4%, but the actual core CPI data, like I had mentioned before, which strips out food and energy, came in at a 0.4% rise and a 3.1 gain on the year, both higher than the estimates. And with the influence that the CPI data does have on the Fed, they said that they want to be sure that inflation is easing before beginning to bring rates down from their historical high levels. But right now with CPI, it looks like that's not going to be happening. We continue to see inflation hitting these higher highs and not cooling off as fast as we are expecting. This means the probability for interest rate hikes or cuts, is continuing to dwindle. However, what we do see is Bitcoin holding about the 70,000 at all-time highs right now. And specifically looking at Palantir right here, trading volumes are looking pretty healthy around the average 3-month trading volume, holding a little pressure here at the 24s. Now, the question is, what's going to be happening at the rest of the week? And to be honest, there's a lot of volatility. We don't know because it seems like the inflation data, nobody cares right now. What you see is this rally, and especially with the AI boom, that is continuing to soar. NVIDIA here gets up to $920, up another 7%. It was a key leader in bringing that S&P 500 to a new record close. If we look and go back to PLTR and specifically at the options trading activity, in terms of the end of the week expirations, over 40,000 in terms of volume, call volume at the $25 strike price, and even over 10,000 here at nearly almost 20,000 at the $26 strike price. With the notable options activity that we are seeing right here, approximately 45.4% of PLTR's average daily trading volume over the past month, that was represented in the actual options volatility that we did see. And like I said, with that especially high volume at that $25 strike price expiring at the end of the week with about 31,000 contracts representing 3.2 million underlying shares. So lots of people, institutional retail, are taking a very big bullish bet on PLTR closing in the money over $25 by the end of the week. We'll see what happens in terms of price action and any other type of influence that we could have. You can see here, as we zoom out though on PLTR, there is a little bit of this kind of consolidation and support that is building around here. If we bring this trend line here up into the mid 24s right here, so relying on this could be a possible position entry and possibly a reversal here that could continue to push past that 25s. Looking at one of the top technology picks of the 2020s right here, we have a great Seeking Alpha article, and if you guys want to get all the data and articles and access to all the Seeking Alpha information that I utilize on a daily basis, I'm actually an affiliate with them, so you can get 20% off a premium membership if you lose my affiliate link down below. This is how I get the majority of my data for my content creation and for just reporting all the data to you guys. But we're going to be talking about why Palantir is still at the top of one of the biggest AI stocks out there, and I think is a very special stock in terms of the amount of actual opportunity that they do have for growth. And talking about that, PLTR, as we know, has really exploded this year. It outperformed the S&P 500 by over 50% since late November. Now, of course, last quarter, Q4 earnings, that report, this is arguably the strongest fourth quarter as history really sees the benefits from this company that is expanding with the artificial intelligence boom. And that, remember, we had the big metrics of the company that saw U.S. commercial revenue grow a massive 70% year over year and supporting an actual overall commercial revenue growth of 32%. And with their critical mission applications, one thing that Palantir is doing different rather than all these companies that are just throwing AI in their name saying, hey, we're getting involved with AI just to try to get some traction, is that they are bringing a lot of utility to the actual word AI and its core strength in their ability to take the benefits of actual AI and scale its technology and deploy it in a useful way, bringing true utility to the company. That is a key catalyst, in my opinion, for why Palantir is continuing to soar. And with the consistent winning of all those different military contracts, especially with Titan, what we talked about here, that was that tactical intelligence targeting access node working on new pieces of technology for the actual army. And with the AIP boot camps, we've seen the explosion getting involved with over 460 organizations here into the private sector. What I really agree with the Seeking Alpha article here is that Palantir, utilizing its artificial intelligence in the way that it's scaling it and expanding its actual opportunities for the products that it's utilizing, is very similar to the way that Amazon Web Services saved from the needing to maintain and pay for several server farms. Palantir is giving all the benefits of artificial intelligence without these companies needing to pay massive amounts of money in order to develop their own AI technologies. And sometimes all this technology can be almost impossible to develop, and it would require a lot of money for some of those companies that they just wouldn't have the funds to do so. Palantir is there as an option, and we see they're looking incredibly strong. This is one of my favorite key points about Palantir is financially, it's backed by strong margins and continued growth. Remember, at quarter four ending, $3.7 billion cash with cash equivalents in U.S. Treasury securities, and guess what? No debt, no liabilities. And what this tells me is that this company has the ability to survive when times get tough, especially if there's a bear market, because I don't know what's happening in the market right now. It seems like everybody's getting a little ahead of themselves, and I don't know what's happening with what we're going to be seeing there. But if there is any type of bear market, people talking about, hey, another recession that could be coming up, Palantir has the opportunity to survive. And it's rapidly achieving growth, improving its margins. You can see here its billings that's been increasing and continuing to soar. And I love this comparison, like I said, to what Amazon Web Services did for computing and in terms of server farms. Palantir is doing that in terms of corporate data and getting involved with the actual artificial intelligence platform. So that's really all that I have for you guys. Not a ton to report on today, other than that CPI core data came out hotter than expected. Market didn't care, continues to soar higher. NVIDIA was a big leader in that. And with that AI demand, what we see, Palantir could be trading above the 25s tomorrow. A lot of options could be in the money, which could cause a momentum to push even back to that 52-week. That could be a resistance point, that year-to-date high at 2750. So we'll see what happens. Keep you guys updated. Peace out, take care, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Peace out.